Welcome, 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 welcome. Are you into romance? Well, we're into romance at the Art of Floundering. And we have been hard at work. This weekend. That's right. That's right, Allie. This is the only slide that's going to be up. We have completed well, maybe I'll show you something else. What the hell? It's a preview. Hang on. Okay. This is for anybody out there that's like, hey, I just bumped into this stream. I wonder what kind of content's upcoming. Well, let me give you a scene. Sapphire can't help but notice the size of Eddie Garcia's marijuana cigarette. Thought Sapphire. That's a mighty impressive marijuana cigarette. I wonder, thought Sapphire, what it would feel like with my lips wrapped around it. Hang on. Let's get a little volume. All right, here we go. Here comes the scene. All right, let's okay, we're going to start over. Clip it. AI, clip it. Okay, so if you subscribe to this channel, okay, and give this a shot and get out of your comfort zone, you're going to see this kind of content, okay? This is Sapphire, and she's at the weed bar, okay? And it goes something like this. This is a preview of the Amazing Slacker Tinder Date Part 1. Sapphire comes to the weed bar, and she noticed that Edward has a rather large marijuana cigarette. Thought Sapphire. I would love to get my lips around that marijuana cigarette. Just then, golly gosh there, Edward Garcia, said Sapphire. That's a mighty impressive marijuana cigarette you have. You know, I would like to have a smoke of that marijuana cigarette. Sure, doll, said Ed Garcia. Why don't you have a tug on my marijuana cigarette? Boom! And just then, man, just then, for those of you who are watching vertical screen, I purposely put this in the center so you could see for yourself that the pot is not harmless, you degenerates, because this is what happens when you dabble. Just dabble in the pot. You go, oh, wow, I got an idea. Instead of getting up and doing the right thing this morning, I think I'm just going to engage in overall deviancy and do the pot and just pick up some random girl from the pot bar as she's gagging on his marijuana cigarette. This is the kind of content you'll find here. So make no mistake about it. Come down from the clouds, junkies, and subscribe, man. Because, look, we're not playing games here anymore. We're done. We're done with the bullshit. Totally fucking done. Hang on. That's a good... Someone wants to know if the burritos are better than the tacos. Hey, look, junkie. You know what's better? Getting off the pot's better. That's what's better than burritos or tacos. Waking up in the morning and going, hey, I'm not some degenerate user of the pot. I'm a responsible American citizen. And let me tell you about America. A lot of you out there, I'll say it. I'm going to say it. We're going to get back to this, but since I've got some of you's attention, you deserve something. And hang on, dude. Fuck yeah. Get some. I'm probably going to lose a lot of you guys because you're fucking apostates. But for those of you not afraid of the fucking good word, Jesus is back. And he's in America, and he's had enough of the fucking bullshit. Because back in my day, Jesus wasn't some fucking pussy, woke, fucking sissified soy boy. Jesus kick your motherfucking ass. There's plenty of responsible ways to do meth. Meth is a great way to detox from the pot, said Jesus of America. Hey out there, said Jesus. Hey, pal. Hey, limey redneck, said Jesus of America. You better get with the program or I'll come bust a cap in your ass, said Jesus. By the way, said Jesus, where are your papers? Hang on, man. Look, there's always time to dance with snakes. Hey, gather round. Kenneth Copeland said we're going to get our snake dancing down. Look, I could sit here all day long and I can go over and over and over and over. We're losing viewers. Fucking, I know what they want. Hang on. Is this what it's going to take? Huh? You want to see Satan? Well, look, if you tune in, if you have the courage to subscribe and watch the complete production, dude, live. We'll do some, but this is going to be live, dude. You're going to see scenes like this, dude. All right? Look. Where Sapphire wants to get it on, dude. Hi. Out there, YouTube world, my name's Sapphire. I used to be a good girl, but then I started doing the pot. Now I like to flip out on that narcotic and act out sexually because I'm a degenerate, said Sapphire. As Sapphire was doing the pot. Hang on. Yo, Sapphire, said Ed Garcia, why don't you quit running that pie hole and put them lips around my marijuana cigarette, said Ed Garcia. And Sapphire said, Jeepers, said Sapphire, since I'm flipping out on the pot and totally on a marijuana trip, the only thing that makes any sense to me right now are the mechanical machine elves on my fucking trip. So yeah, said Sapphire, why not? Why not? Why not, said Sapphire. Let me tell you something, man. A lot of people come up to me and they say, yo, Will Dick, why do you do this, man? I mean, seems a little out there. I mean, these animations are kooky. But dude, I don't get the angle, dude. Well, here's the angle. You got a choice, junkie. Do you want to get up, do the right thing, participate in the American dream? Or do you want to be like Ed Garcia, flip it out on a pot, have it sapphire, go up and down rhythmically on his marijuana cigarette? It's not harmless. It's not a game. Okay? Let's say hi to people in chat. Golly gosh, my potty mouth. Gee golly, did I say any cuss words? I don't think I did, but if I did, I'm so sorry. We'll work on that. It's just I'm passionate about getting you off the pot, man. And if it look, I normally don't cuss, but a lot of users, man. Hold on. Oh God, yes. Hang on. Hold on. The comment is, I want the best for you, brother. I don't know you, but I feel it is my duty to tell you're not the problem. You're loved by God just like the rest of us. Hang on, dude. You're right. I am loved by God. And as a preview to show you my faith is pure. Because this is one of these moments, dude, where, if you doubt the truthfulness of the good news, well, I'm getting ready to blast off and show you something. One of the scenes in our already produced episode 1 that I will share with you, just to show you that we're not all about, we're showing you the dark side, yeah, sure. But we're not afraid to show you what happens when you come unto him, dude. You ever think about coming unto Satan? Well, he's waiting. Satan is a-waiting, coming unto Satan. Hey, said the amazing slacker, can't we all get along? American Jesus and Satan are good pals. And hey, look, I get it. Let's get back to this comment. I get it, man. There was a time when I was down, dude. It was dark, man. I mean, I was like tripping out on pot tabs, dude. I was like in shooting it up, marijuana, IV grade, right in between my toes, dude. It got so bad that I started plugging the pot, dude. I would get vials of the narcotic, the pot, and I'd shove them up my rectum because that would intensify the high, dude. Right? And so there I was, all flipped out on the pot, my life in a fucking shambles. And I'm like, it doesn't make any sense, man. I'm looking up in the sky, and I'm like, when is any of this going to, kind of resonate? When am I going to feel at peace, man? With not only my own skin, dude, but like on my path, right? My path to the top of Mount Fuji and self-actualization. Well, right then in that moment of doubt, dude, it come to pass that he appeared, dude. And he said, hey, it looks like you got a pretty powerful load there. What are you going to do with that load? And just like our good pal said, man, I feel it's my duty to tell you guys, I love you, but you're all a bunch of fucking apostates. I'll pray for you. Look, I love you unconditionally, and, but you're sick sinners. All of you are fucking degenerates. Boofing bud. That's right, limey redneck. I'm not afraid, dude. That's how sick it got, dude. But get back to this. as I was lost in my thoughts, he appeared to me and he said, dude, hang on. Hey, said Satan, it looks like you're carrying a pretty heavy load there, pal. This is for everybody, especially on vertical. Hey, that load's going to keep you up all night. What are you going to do about a load like that, said Satan? You know what does work, Jen? Fucking Jesus. Jesus works. Hey, so then Satan says, what are you going to do? You're all strung out on pot, you fucking weirdo. Don't you want to be like a normal fucking citizen, said Satan? Well, how can you be a normal citizen walking around with that fucking tremendous load, dude? And your buddies aren't going to take that load. Look at you. You're all alone. There's only one person that's willing to take that load. It's me. And it come to pass, dude, that I come unto Satan. And I brought upon my load, dude. And I dropped it upon Satan. Dropping loads on Satan. Save me from the pot. I'm dropping big loads on Satan. And I got my life right. Come on, everybody. Well, Satan's not about hating. He's about getting you off the pot. So subscribe to this channel. So anyway, that's a preview, all right? And it's not really about Satan, dude. I'd like to think it's about us, you know, what we're about, okay? And so this is a journey I want to take you on. And if you can get through the filth, which will I admit that is there, get past it. Get past it. Oh my God, the pot. Oh geez whiz. Just suspend fucking reality. Don't tell me that fucking it's not logical that Santa Claus fucking shoots up pot. I get it. This is a place for misfit toys. Okay? If that's you, this is your content. If you're not, that's fine, man. I'm not for everybody. Oh, hold on. That's right. Hold on, man. We got a moment here. Hang on. I don't normally do this, but I'll get back to my seriousness in a second. But we got a chance here, man. You know, hey, this is a chance for everybody. We're getting ready to get a conversion right here live. Hey, Sean Juan, said Satan. Hey, pal. I think you and I both know, said Satan. There's a reason why you reached out in chat. You want to know something there, Sean Juan? Every time you reach around to Satan, he'll be there, ready to take that load, okay? So look, man, we all get it. All right? We're all struggling out there, dude. You know, make no mistake about it, said Satan. These are hard times. But you shouldn't have to walk around with those heavy loads, dude. Not what I'm willing to take them. You ever think about that? Huh? Have you? Let me ask you a question, junkie. As you're flipping out on the pot, waking up going, hey man, where am I? Oh shit. Oh shit. What happened to my marijuana delivery device? I'm totally flipped out on the because I'm a narcotic pot junkie. Well, when you're in the midst of that, remember this content's here for you, man. Look, Satan's unconditional. Satan knows. Hey, gang, said Satan. I know you're going to flub up from time to time, but gee golly whiz, jeepers, said Satan. Gosh darn it. Don't you think it's pretty gosh darn super duper peachy keen to live a pot-free life? Aren't you tired, gang, of being... Yes! Release your lump of load. Oh my God. The fuck is happening, man? All right, let's get rid of Satan. Don't worry. For those of you into Satan, he'll be out there. But please, I mean this sincerely. None of this is intended. Look, when I have... Let me explain something. Jesus holding some pistols, dude. You know. I'm not trying to offend you. So, if you can get past that, I hope you'll tune in, man. Because we're pretty gosh darn proud about episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As a preview, this is a story. A story I'd like to say about us, man. Because all of us have experienced the ups and downs and the yin and yang of this little journey we call life, man. And sometimes life's not fair, and life throws us little curveballs, dude. And sometimes we can do different things with those curveballs. And what I'd like to put out there is, have you ever considered slacking? Have you ever considered when life gets overwhelming and super challenging to just disassociate, blow grass and do nothing? Well, even if that's something that you would like to say is a proclivity of yours, I would say tune in either way, because we what we want to do is we want to normalize slacking, okay? Because quite frankly, I'll say it, I'm a slacker. It's the way I've been born. It's the way I always have been. And quite frankly, I'm sick of the hate, okay? The slackophobia that's out there. It's 2026, and I still have to pretend that I don't want to do nothing all day, right? I'm sick of it. I'm sick of like having to present this false front of who I am. I'm tired of it. I want to be who I am. I'm tired of people telling me, no, man, you're weird. No, I'm not weird. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry if I wasn't born like you, hater, slackerphobe. But I'm pretty gosh darn proud just the way I am. And if you feel like you've been ostracized because of the way you were born, I remember as a toddler, they're trying to potty train me. And I'm like, well, why the fuck do I want to put forth this effort if you're just going to change my fucking diapers, man? You know? Let's just do that. Okay? Why do you want to fucking hassle me with this bullshit? I'm trying to fucking put blocks in a thing, and you're fucking with my bullshit with like, hey, you want to do potty training? No, because I'm a slacker. Change my diapers, hater. Fuck. Sick of it. fucking sick of it. Look, I know there's people out there I'm reaching with this. I'll paint you a picture. You wake up and you go, this is a pretty exciting life I've carved out for myself. I'm getting ready to throw on my business casual and head on into my organization of choice. Go through a bunch of redundant messages that at the end of the day say nothing. And then after going through your first of those, you get to go sit in a staff meeting and drill down into the data, dude. And you get to eliminate duplicate processes. And you get to find ways to create efficiencies for your organization, dude. I.e. value, right? Value. Because at the end of the day, you don't want to be a cost center to the organization. Gosh darn it. You want to be a real go-getter. Because, see, in this country, if you show loyalty and you're willing to put the organization's needs above your needs, I'm here to tell you that pays off. I'm here to tell you that you can trust these systems that we have created to take care of us to actually do that. You can trust that. Because I challenge you to point to one system that puts itself over our needs, right? And so I'm humbled by the world that I live in. It's so giving. And why wouldn't I want to celebrate that? Why wouldn't you want to participate in that? Instead of embracing this, oh, I want to be you know what I want to do? I want to do something creative. Well, fuck you, junkie. How about creating some wealth for America? That's creative. You know? I want to paint. I want to sing. I want to make a documentary. How about making a documentary on getting a fucking buckling down and doing the right thing? That's a documentary I'll watch. I'll watch that documentary. Welcome. This is a documentary where we're going to watch a bunch of people buckling down and doing the right thing. You know what? I think America's ready for that kind of documentary. One last thing. For those of you out there that are having a hard time adjusting, I have found that a service dog will help. I'd like to introduce you to Spot. He is my marijuana service dog. He is not to be touched because he's a working dog. Hey, Spot, what do you say, fella? Look at Spot. Look, hey, everybody, say hi to Spot. Well, look, that's right. He's a marijuana service dog. And what I'm trying to tell you is that maybe this might be something to incorporate into your daily routine, right? Like, hey, hang on, boss. Before I engage in any more of this fucking spreadsheet engineering, how about we invoke the Americans with Disability Act? And my particular disability is I can't tolerate fucking this endless existence of corporate America, so I must go snort lines of the pot and hang out with my marijuana service dog, Spot. Woof, woof, said Spot. I have the pot. See Spot with the pot. Go, Spot. We need pot. Spot has the pot. Then a lot of people say, hey, that's great, man. But what are you doing? You know, well, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. That's another thing. We're also going to have some education, man. From Bucky, the Bunsen burner. More to come on him. I bet you guys are excited. I thought I had him set up, but I don't. But I'll make sure to have Bucky, the Bunsen burner, set up. Because he's pretty exciting. And he knows a lot about science. All right. It's time to go to bed. But before I do, I just want to say I feel a lot of love out there. With Valentine's Day right around the corner. I think this is a perfect time, man, for us to say, you know what? Sure, I may not be into Satan. Okay, I'll give you that. And I might not be into, like, the weed pusher, man. Hey, gang, hang on. Hang on. Hey, man. Hey. This is the weed pusher, okay? And so, you may not be into that. And I get it. But with Valentine's Day, right? Oh, wait a minute. Is Bucky the Bunsen burner right here. Hey, gang, said Bucky. Are you ready to take a big hit off of science? That's Bucky the Bunsen burner. If you guys want to take a big hit of science, man, stay tuned for more Bucky the Bunsen burner. But anyway, look. What I'm trying to say is Halloween's just, I mean, not Halloween. Valentine's Day is just around the corner. Why not subscribe? And this weekend, sometime probably late, your notification will go off. And you'll be going like, hey, maybe I should take a break from this disgusting, filthy act that I'm doing. And watch about this amazing slacker episode 1, Tinder Date part 1. And learn about this superhero character that's about all of us. He's got an innate superpower that you'll learn about, which basically is he gets high and he does nothing. And by doing that, chaos goes away. So I hope that you'll tune in. I want to say peace and love. I hope that you have a wonderful Valentine's Day and that you don't take yourself too seriously or this make-believe existence that we call life. With that said, from Atlantic City, this is Will Dick with The Art of Floundering and Spanky's Puppets and Comics. Wishing you peace and love. Please get ready because we've been working very hard. There's a point to this, and you'll hear more from us. Thank you, everybody, I wasn't able to engage. We had something come up. But thank you guys for watching us. Peace and love. Good night.